just backstage here at the T-Mobile Arena for UFC 226 with the champ. We're just having a nice moment here because you made all of us cry.
Oh my God, Megan, it's the most amazing thing in the world. Like to do it and to do it in that way, it's crazy. So many people doubted me, and I told them, you know, it's different. There's a difference. You've only seen me lose to John Jones, and you guys say he's the best of all time. So to count me out against anybody else is a big mistake.
You know, Daniel, when I spoke to you this week, something that you said really resonated with me. You said, I love proving people wrong because I want to show that nothing is impossible. Yes. And it almost felt like you were speaking to the everyday person.
Yes,
Did you feel like you were representing them in there tonight?
I do, because, like, I'm not the bodybuilder guy, I'm a dad. I'm 39 years old. I go train and I go to my kids. It's like I'm like everybody else, and if I can just put in the work, and I've got some gifts, obviously, but, I'm able to do incredible things, and it just felt good to accomplish this goal.
You did incredible things. Before we get to the knockout, how did you feel against Stipe as the fight first started?
I felt good. He was very strong. He was very big. He threw me on the ground real early, and I was able to get back up. Then he hit me with a couple good right hands, and I was like, okay, he hits hard, but nothing that is unnatural, So I was like, now I can start to walk him down a little bit and grab him. And we picked up on a couple habits in training camp, and one of them showed itself, and I was able to get the finish.
It certainly did. After you knocked him out, did you guys exchange any words in there?
I just told him, hey, thanks, man. I was like, I just gave him a hug, shook his hand, but he's a champ, and he's a competitor, and he doesn't need me going over and hugging him and talking to him, giving him some sort of pep talk. That's not the right time to do that to a guy that's that prideful and that's such a tremendous competitor.
Yeah, well, someone you did have a lot of words with inside the octagon, and kids heard some things, was Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Were you aware that he was attending before you got in the octagon?
I saw him walk in, but I never thought I would fight Brock Lesnar. But I saw him walk in, and I was like, wow, Brock's here. So I was like, bring your ass in here, if you're going to be here. But who's Brock Lesnar thinking he can come into the octagon on the night that I just became the champ to try to interrupt and cuss and push and stuff? He's going to get his ass kicked for pushing me like that.
Yeah, were you surprised by that aggressive move?
I was. I've known the guy for a long time, since 1997, and he's never been like that towards me. But he came here with an idea that he wanted to fight me. So I'll give him what he wants if he can get himself clear and everything.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned, knowing him for so long, that's because he was a wrestler.
Yeah.
He then went over to professional wrestling. We've certainly seen him in the UFC, but you followed his career a long time. Mm-hmm. Does something about it feel kind of, I don't want to say magical, but special that you can fight a guy that is known worldwide?
Yeah, and I don't know if that's even the next fight. Brock's got some hurdles to get through,
Sure.
but man, if it happens, it'll be another big visual thing. me sitting there 5'11" and Brock being as big as he is. But I promise you, no matter how big he is, I'm going to kick his ass. And I'm going to kick his ass bad.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to that. He came out here all fired up after leaving the octagon. Daniel, what's the future in terms of the weight classes? You're currently the champion in 2 of them.
I don't know. If Brock's not eligible, maybe I'll go back down to 205. I'm just not trying to give up any titles. And right now, I don't want. Please don't bring it up so Dana comes and asks me about it, because I don't want to give it up. So please, please, Megan, I'm begging you.
All right, I won't say a word to the boss, but before I let you go, how did you feel in there? No weight cut. You didn't have to worry about anything like that.
I felt good. I feel good generally because I train hard. I really work my butt off to try to put on these performances. I felt good. I felt fast. I felt strong enough to be in there with Stipe. I just had to take my time. Really, I needed to get his timing, and I needed to start to feel how he hit. And once I realized he couldn't hurt me, I was like, okay, now I can start to kind of march him down and do my thing.
Well, you certainly did your thing. Daniel, before we wrap this up, there was some text being exchanged with some UFC employees last night that you were at Town Square where there was some trouble. Were you on lockdown?
Yeah, we were. We were at the steakhouse, and somebody said, lockdown, there's an active shooter in the area. So we grabbed our kids, me and Selena, we jumped on the floor. But my management, we had some of my sponsors from Oak Grove, who are special ops guys and stuff. Them and my Crazy Bob Cook and Rosendo Sanchez, instead of running away from the active shooter, they ran to where he was to make sure that we were all okay. So I have great guys in my corner, not only as fighters, but they care about my family, and went out there to make sure that if there was somebody out there with a gun, enough guys was going to take care of them to where we would be fine.
Well, really honorable, and as somebody who works with you a lot, both interviewing when you fight and outside, I have to say you are an honorable guy as well. You deserve this. Congratulations, Daniel.
Thank you so much,
Thanks.
Megan. Appreciate it.